Good evening, everyone. This is Bremster, and tonight I'm coming to you with a task that is quite daunting for me. This is a puzzle from the Caging Constraints puzzle pack. This is Unhinged by Phistomefel. This is a puzzle I have seen solved before in a test solve, and that was probably about a month ago, and I will probably be reminded of some of the tricks from it as I go through. Oops, sorry about tapping the microphone. But right now, as I look at this puzzle, I don't really recall anything. So, yeah. So, I'm not calling this a blind solve. I am absolutely not doing that. Right now, I have no idea what I'm going to be in for. So, what is this puzzle? So, as I've mentioned in almost every video for the last few months, we are working on a series of Killer Sudoku packs. Started with Skilling Sudoku, which was a pack of pure killer puzzles, which we hoped would teach people who didn't know them some of the fundamental tricks of Killer Sudoku and work up to some quite tricky Killer Sudoku puzzles. And then last week, about a week ago, we released the Caging Constraints pack. Sorry, I'm struggling a little here. The weather here is a bit weird and I'm a little unwell. So we released the Caging Constraints puzzle pack, which was a series of killer with variant puzzles. And to that pack, Phistomefel actually submitted a puzzle, which was fantastic. And this is that puzzle, Unhinged. Now, people may say, but why are you releasing a solution video to a puzzle pack that you're currently accepting solution codes for? Well, I'm still accepting solution codes for Skilling Sudoku, and there's a playlist on my channel which has almost every puzzle on there that I'm solving, and I'm still accepting solution codes for that. The reason I'm doing it is because I want people to engage with puzzles and learn about puzzles. If you watch a video and learn something watching the video, and that's how you get the solution to do it, but you learn something, that's fine. I'm not here to pressure anyone to do things in a particular way. Yeah, it's all good. And people who submit solution codes will be in the running to win a prize when all three of the puzzle packs are done. The next puzzle pack is still going to be a bit of a mystery, and it will actually be a mystery, although you won't have a mystery to solve. You'll have puzzles to solve. But yeah, so please grab the pack below, Caging Constraints. If you're after Skilling Sudoku, search for Skilling Sudoku on my channel and you will find many videos that link to it, or jump to the playlist Skilling Sudoku, and all of the videos there will have a link to the pack there. Or yeah, and just lots and lots of good puzzles. The feedback has been incredible. The feedback on this puzzle, needless to say, has been stunning. So let's have a look at Unhinged by Phistomefel. So, what are the rules in this puzzle? We have normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. We have killer cages, which is the digits that are placed in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits cannot repeat within cages, so it is not possible for us to go 2 3s and a 5 to get to 11. That does not work because we are repeating digits in the cage. And cells separated by an X must sum to 10. Cells separated by a V must sum to 5. All X's and V's are given. You will notice in this puzzle there are no X's and there are no V's. And basically what that means is you can never have two adjacent cells sum to 5 or 10. That's what it means. Yeah, this is... I remember the feedback on this puzzle and reading the feedback while I was putting the pack together. This is by Phistomefel, one of the greatest constructors in the world. Yeah, this is... The feedback on this was stunning. And now I'm going to try and solve it. Let's give this a shot. So, an 8 cage, and I will be using the built-in calculator, an 8 cage. So this is either going to be 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. Now, 125 or 134. Can I restrict that in any way? I don't think I can. Well, if it's 134, so 125 isn't restricted in any way because I can put that any way. But 134, I'd have to put the 3 in the hinge because I'd have to put the unhinged, of course. Yep, these are, and we were referring. we were referring to these as we were setting all the killer puzzles. When you have something like this is called a hinge. We were calling these hinge cells. So anyway, 134. This would have to be the 3 because if I put a 3 here, this would be 1 4, and if I put a 3 here, this would be 1 4. So if it's 134, this is the 3, and these are the 1 4. So if there's a 3 in this cage, it must go there. Okay, does that put any pressure on this? The thing is, there's lots of ways of making 11. 1 2 8. Well, if it was 1 2 8, I couldn't put the 2 there. But I could put 2 8 there with a 1 there. 1 3 7. Again, this would be a 1, and this would have to be the 3 7 because 3 7 sums to 10. I can never make those sum to 10. I can never put a 1 in either of those cells. Because if I put a 1 here, those would sum to 10. And if I put a 1 here, those would sum to 10. So if there's a 1 in this, it's there. But that still leaves 2 3 6 and 2 4 5. So I can put a 1 here. Now, if this is 2 3 6 or 2 4 5, none of those. Well, hang on. If this is 2, I couldn't make this 3 6, but I could make it 4 5. 2 4 5 would work, I think. Don't see why not. But 2 3 6 wouldn't. So if it's 2 3 6, the 2 has to go 2 3 with 6 there. So if it's 2 3 6, this is 6. And if it's 2 4 5, this can be any of 2 4 5. So this is 1 2 4 5 6. Yay. But if this is 1, these could be almost anything. This 9 cage looking up here. Because I don't even have to put a 1 in here. So if this doesn't have a 1 in it, if this is 2 3 4, well, that does almost nothing. 30 in 6, well, that just leaves 15, and 15 is 5 is dead average. 1 2 6 is fine. 1 3 5 is fine. 2 3 4 would just mean that has to be the 4. Can I force 3 into this cage? But even then, that wouldn't do anything. I mean, 2 3 4 might be a problem because the 2 and the 3 would have to be kept apart. So this would be the 4 and this would be the 2 3. Not looking at this right. This is 15. This is, hang on, this is 25. This is 20. Which means there's no restriction on this at all, because if 2 cells were to sum to this is 20. I can't even have 2 cells sum to 10 because the other cell would then have to be 10. Okay, so it's these 14 cages. It has to be. So what do we know about a 14 cage? There's a lot of options for a 14 cage. Well, the first option that you see in the list is 149. And I couldn't do 149 because wherever I put the 1, it would have to go next to a 4 or a 9, and that's not going to work. Even if I put it there, it would have to go next to a 4 or a 9. It doesn't work. So you can never put 149 in a 14 cage in this puzzle. Anywhere. Because you can never put a 1 in it. Okay. So that leaves lots of other options. Because, I mean, 158 does have no restriction. 167 has no restriction. 239 would put a 9 in the central bit. 248, no restrictions. 257, no restrictions. 347, well, hang on. 248 has restrictions. I couldn't put the 2 and the 8 together. 257, no restrictions. 347, I couldn't put the 3, 7 together. 356, no restrictions. Wait a minute. There's... Where do I put 9 in this box? Because once you eliminate 149, the only option for a 14 cage that takes a 9 is 239. And I can never put 9 here because then those would sum to 5. And I can never put... Hang on. That cell can't be a 9. Because if this was a 9, those would sum to 5. That cell can't be a 9 because if this is a 9, those cells would sum to 5. That cell can't be a 9 and that cell can't be a 9. And those cells are the same. They can't be 9. Neither can those, but I'm looking at this box. And 9 can't go there because I can't put 9 in a 3-cell 11 cage. So those are the two 9s. But the only way to make up 9 is 239. So one of these has to be 239 because I can't use 149. So there's no 2 here. So one of these cages is 239. But hang on, isn't it the same with 4s? If I put 4 here, they sum to 10. So I can't put 4 in any of those, and I can't put 4 in any of those. So 4 is in one of those. And if this is 4, I suppose the question is, what is if one of the... So if this is 239, or this is 239, if this is 4... Wait a minute, one of these is 239. But the only options for 4 are 248 and 347. because I can't use 149. So if one of these is 239, how do I make up the one with 4? Let's just pick on this one. If this was 9 and these were 2, 3, and I can't make this 4, because 4 could only be with 2, 8, I don't have a 2, or 3, 7, and I don't have a 3. So whichever one is the 9, and it would be the same if this was the 9, 2, 3, I couldn't put a 4 here. But I know one of these has to be a 9. So I can't make either of those 4, and this becomes a 4. Which means I can't make 4, 1, 6. This has to be 2, 5. And I can't put 1 in either of those. I have to put 1 in this box somewhere. I can't put 1 next to 9. So I can't put 1 in either of those two cells. Because if 1 is here, I couldn't put a 9 in either of them. And I can't put 1 here because it would go next to either of them. So 1 is not in either of those two. So does that mean 1 has to be... If 1 is here, that's 9. This becomes 2, 3. This becomes 5. Hang on, I can't put 1 in either of those two. And I can't put 1 in either of those two. So 1 is in one of those 3. No, 1 could go there. 1 could go there. That's not correct. Hang on, this 2, 5, one of these is a 2. That can't be a 3. So there's no 3 in here. This is 1, 2, 5. There's no 4. This is 1, 2, 5. So this is a 1, 2, 5 triple. So 1 has to be in here, but 1 has to be in here as well. So this is the 1. This 12 cage? This can't be 1, 2, 9 now because I can't put 1 and 2 in there. So I'd have to put 1 and 2 in here. So this can't be 1, 2, 9. If I put a 1 in it, it has to go here. Okay, so a 12 cage in 3 has to have a 1, a 2, or a 5 in it. So this is 1, 2, or 5. But that doesn't do much. What about this 9 cage? Well, it must have a 1 or a 2 in it. So this is a 1 or a 2. Hang on. So 1, 2, 6. Well, it can't be 1, 2, 6 because I can't put 1 and 2 in this cage. So there must be a 3 in this cage. If it's 1, 3, 5, this is 1, this is 3, 5. No, that can't work either because if this is 1, 3, 5, this is the 1 and I can't put 5 in here. This is a 2, 3, 4 cage. This is the 2, this is a 3, 4. I can't put 2 next. This is 4, this is 3. So now this is 21 without a 4. More importantly, this is 15 without 2, 3, or 4? Killer calculator time. Absolutely. 15 in 3, because, yeah, 15 in 3, and I can't use 2, 3, or 4. So it must have a 1 in it, and it's 159 or 168. So the 1 must go here with either 59 or 68. Hang on, this 2 makes that 5 and that 2, which makes that 5 and that 2. 2 is up here. 5 is down here. Three is in here now, which puts 3 up here. And 3 is in here because I can't put it next to any of those 2s. Two is down here. That's not a 2 anymore. This is a 1 or a 5. So there's no 2 in this 12 cage. Wait a minute. This is 20 in 3 cells because these are 25 in 6. So these are 20 in 3. If this is a 2, those had to have to sum to 18 and they'd be 2 9s. This is not a 2. There is a 2 in here. So there's no 2 in this 12 cage. So there is a 2 in this one. But I can't use a 1 out here. And I can't use a 1 and a 2 in a 13 cage. So there has to be a 1 in this 12 cage. This is a 1. So this has to be 2 cells that sum to 11, which is 3, 8, 4, 7, or 5, 6. Can't use 2, 9, and I can't use 5, 6. So this is 3, 8, or 4, 7. This can't be 4, so this can't be 7, because I can't put them next to each other. 2 is down here. Maybe it's this 21. There has to be a 7 in this 21 cage, and I can't put it there. So there's a 7 in one of those two. And it's 5, 7, 9 or 6, 7, 8. But there's almost no restriction on that. Two. Okay, so 1 is down here. Maybe I can do more up here now. Because these are 6, 7, 8, 9. That can't be 6 or 8. Whoops. This is 6, 7, 8, 9. It can't be 6 or 8 because it's next to 2 and 4. That can't be 7 because it's next to 3. So 14 cage with 6, 7, 8 or 9. Five. Hang on. There still could be a 5 here if this is 6, 7, 8. 8, 7, 6. That doesn't work. So if this was 6, 7, 8, this becomes 9, but the 8 can only go here. The 7 would then have to go here. The 6 would then have to go here. That makes this unable... No, wait. Why did I say that that then couldn't be 1? I was thinking that 1 couldn't go next to 6, but it can. No, that would be a 9, so that couldn't be a 1. So if this is 6, 7, 8, this is a 9, this would be a 1, because the 1 couldn't go next to it. But then where does the 5 go? This can't be 6, 7, 8. This has to be 5, 7, 9. The 5, 7 goes there. This is the 9. There is no 5 here. This is actually a 1 because the 1 can't go here. There's no 9 here, and this is a 6, 8. That's not easy to see, but Phistomefel puzzle. I'm happy I saw it. This is 5, 7, 9. So 7 has to go up here somewhere. 7 has to go in here somewhere. Okay, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, but a 14 cage, it needs to have a 1, a 2, or a 3 in it. Well, it can't take a 2 because 2, 2, 2. So I can never put a 2 in this cage. So if it's 1... If it's 1, 5, 8, this would have to be the 5, 8, 1. Actually, there is a 1 in one of those. There is a 1 in one of those. So 1, 5, 8, 1 or 1 with 6, 7. 3 would have to go in one of those. Actually, if it's 3, 4, 7, the 4 could only go there. Let's look at these cages again. One of them is 9, 2, 3. We absolutely know one of them is 9, 2, 3. So what are the other options? We can never... I want to find out what the other option for the 14 cage is. So, it can't use a 4. So, and it can't use a 3. So it's 1, 5, 8, 1, 6, 7, or 2, 5, 7. So if this was 9, 2, 3... 1, 5, 8... Oh, hang on, it can't be 2, 5, 7. There must be a 1 in the other cage. There must be a 1 in the other cage because it's 9, 2, 3. So I can't use 2 or 3 in the other cage. There must be a 1 in the other cage. This is a 1, 9 pair because I can't... If this is a 9... I can't put the 1 there because it would be next to the 4. And if this is the 9, I can't put 1 in any of those. That is a 1, 9 pair. There is no 1 in any of those. This is a 1, 9 pair. The 9 goes with 2, 3, and the 1 goes with 5, 8, or 6, 7. Which means these can't be from 2, 3, or 4. These have to be from 5, 6, 7, 8. That's nuts. The minimum there is 11. So this has to be from 1, 2, and 3 and can't be from 2. So this is a 1 or a 3. These... Oh, of course. I should have looked at this at the beginning. This is 28. So these have to sum to 17. So these have to sum to... Hang on. 17 minus 4 is 13. These have to sum to 13. So whichever one of 5, 8, or 6, 7 isn't used in with the 1. So this has to be 5, 8, or 6, 7. Well, that can't be a 5. So that can't be an 8. I can't use a 1 in this cage now. Or a 2. I can't use a 1 or a 2 in this cage because this can't be a 1 or a 2 because they're used up in this box. And I can't use 1s or 2s because of those. So there's no 1 or 2 in this cage. So this has to be 3, 4, 7. I can't use an 8 there because this has to be 3, 4, 7 or 3, 5, 6. There must be a 3 in here. So there's no 8 in this, which means that had to be 5, 8, or 6, 7. There's no 5 here. This is the 6, 7 pair. Which means that the 1 is 1, 5, 8. So there's 1, 5, 8 and 2, 3, 9. So the only possibilities for these are 1, 5, 8 and 2, 3, 9. That's the only possibility for these cages. That's nuts. One, 5, 8 and 2, 3, 9. 2 can never... 2 is in one of those. I don't see it. But this... There's no 5 in him anymore. So I can't put 8 in this cage. 9... There's no possibility for 9 in this cage. 9 and 6 already blows the total. This is a 6, 7. This is a 1. That 1 makes that the 9. This becomes the 2, 3. This becomes the 1. And this becomes the 5, 8. One, 6, 7. That 5 makes that 8 and that 5. Five is now up here somewhere. Is it this? This is 3, 4, and 5 and must contain a 3 because it's 3, 4, 7 or 3, 5, 6. It must contain a 3. This is 2. This is 3. 3 can't go next to 7. This is 6. This is 7. This is 7. So this is 3, 4. 7 can't go next to 3. This is the 4, this is the 3. There's no 3 here. There's no 4 here. So this is 1, 3. Hang on, 1 and 3 would go with 8. Or 1. This is 1, 3, 8. So there's no 3 here. This is a 3, which means this is not a 2. This is a 2. Now, it can't be 2, 3, 8 anymore. I can't put a 4 in either of those. So it's not 2, 4, 7. This is 2, 5, 6. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 9. There's no 4 there. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I can't put 6 next to 4, so this becomes a 6. So 4 can't go there. So 4 is in one of those two. So 4 is in one of those two. Because it can't go next to the 1. This is not 7 anymore. Actually, this 7 makes this 9. So this is not 9. This is 6 or 8. I've now done most of the... I mean, I've got the values of the cages. So this is now just an anti-XV puzzle. I mean, even getting to this point, I feel like I've achieved something huge. 4 is in here. 3 is in one of those two. This is just by Sudoku. That's not a 1 anymore. 1 can't go next to 9. That's not a 1 either. That's the 1. So 1 is down here, but it's not next to 4. So 1's not there. So this is a 1. 2 can't go there or there or there. This is a 2, 4 pair. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. And this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 3. These can't be 9 because they're next to 1. So this is a 9. This is a 3, 7 pair. That 9 makes that 7, which makes that 9, which means those are not 9. It's not the way to disambiguate this, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes somewhere. Oh, hang on, this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goes in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is an 8, 9, and I can resolve that. That's 8 and 9. Six is only restricted to 4. The 3 and the 7 have been kept apart, and there's no 3 next to a 2. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there's no 4 there. I can't put 7 next to 3. So this is 8, this is 7, this is 4. That 4 makes this 7 and this 4. The 4 can't, that makes this 5 and this 6, which makes this 6 and this 5. Am I actually doing this? Now this is 3, 6, or 8, which gives me a 3, 6, 8 triple. That's not the 8. So 8 is in here, but this is a 3, 6, 8 triple, which means this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 9. Now 4 can't go at the top. 9 can't go at the top. That's a 2. So this is a 4, 9. 4 can't go next to 6. That's the 9. That's the 4. 4 can't go next to 6. Okay. Resolving that 2-4 is going to do some damage down here. This is a triple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Well, that can't be 4. That can't be 5. Okay, this quad maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 6. Well, that can't be 1. That can't be 2. That can't be 1. So this has to be 1. This can't be 6. That can't be 3. If that's a 3, that becomes a 2, and I've got a 5. That's an 8. That's a 3. This is not an 8 now. That makes this 3 because 8 can't go next to 2, which makes this is the 6, this is the 8, this is the 3. The 6 means that this is the 2. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. I can't put a 9 there. I can't put a 6 there. I can't put a 7 there. This is the 9. Don't yet have enough to resolve that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 7. There's no 2 or 4 there. This is 5 or 7. That's a 5, 7 pair, which makes this the 3 and makes this the 7. 5, 7 means that's not 5. This is 6 or 8. 5 is down here. Hang on, there's a 6, 8 pair there. This is a 5. This is not a 5. This is a 6 or an 8. Which 2 makes that 6, 4 makes that 8. Ah, this 6 makes this 8, which makes this 6. It's not enough to do... Oh, 1 can't go next to 4. That's 2. That's 4. 2 can't go next to 8. That's 6. That's 8. This 2 means this is not 2. There's no 4 or 5 here. This is 2, 7. It's not 7. This is 2. This is a pair. 1, 2... Well, I can't put 3 next to 2. So this is the 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9. This 7 is making this 6 and this 7. I'm forgetting basic Sudoku. I just hope I'm not getting it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 5, 8. This can't be 1, so that gives me the 5, 8 pair. This becomes the 1. Now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has to be 6 now. 7, 8, 9. So this is 4, 5, 7, or 8, and it can't be 5 or 7. So this is 4, 8 for the column. That lines up. And I can't put 4 next to 6. This is the 8. This is the 5. This is the 7. This is the 4. This is the 5. This is the 7. And now I've just got these left. 4, 5, 8, 4. I didn't... I may have remembered some of... But I don't think so. I'm not calling that a blind solve because I have seen this solved before. So it's possible I remembered some stuff, but I really felt like I was rediscovering that. Like at no point was it's my memory. I may not remember remembering during the solve, but I don't remember like going at any point, oh, that's right, this was this. That was stunning. Of course it was stunning. This is a Phistomefel puzzle. Wow. So, this was one of the treks in the into the wilderness. Yes, it's one of the harder puzzles in the pack. There were 45 puzzles in the pack, and this is one of the hardest 9, I think. And of the treks into the wilderness, of the first 5, I think we had trouble picking which was the easiest and which was the hardest. So we basically just put the Phistomefel puzzle first because it's a Phistomefel puzzle. Put it as soon as you can. We didn't feel comfortable putting this into the scenic hikes because the tricks around this stuff is a little hard to spot. And we didn't want people to go, oh, I've hit a Phistomefel puzzle and I can't solve it, and stop solving. Because, yeah, but honestly, if you've gotten stuck in the packs, jump into the Bremster discussion channel on the Sudoku solver, the Puzzle Plaza Discord server, and talk to us. There are a few people have done that. Reach out, but yeah, I just wanted to get this puzzle out there because it's great, and I know not everyone has downloaded the pack and given it a try, but there are 30 puzzles in the pack that some of which are, solvable very, very quickly. There are people who've said, I'm not a great solver. I've had an email from someone who's literally said, I've only been in the hobby for a few months, and here are my first 4 solution codes, which I was able to do in an afternoon because we've tried to front load the easier puzzles, and hopefully that person will continue working through. But this is a beautiful puzzle, and I cannot thank Phistomefel enough for submitting a puzzle to the pack. I hope you enjoyed the video and spread the word far and wide about the pack, because this is the level of contribution we're getting now. It's great. Thank you everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, because this is the sort of content I am trying to bring to people in the hobby. And there's so many other people out there trying to do the same. So thank you everyone for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Check out the puzzle in the link below. Check out the pack. This is what we're trying to do. Yeah, thanks again, everyone. I'm a bit gushy at the moment because I just solved a Phistomefel puzzle. Yay! As always, yeah, I'm sorry. Good luck with your solving.